Now, as soon as you notice that the shares of Renergen on Friday finished the day or the trading session day up 37%, which brought a lot of excitement to those that are owning or buying the shares of Renergen. But one thing that you must obviously note is that with Renergen, if you have a look year to date, you will notice that share price, it has only moved by 0.29%, meaning that from January to now, a share price of Renergen has only moved up by 0.29%. Well, last year ago, or 52 weeks, share price Renergen has went down by 34%, and all time when you check, Renergen is still down 58%, and from the all-time high of 43 rands and 79, looking at the fact that Renergen is trading at 7 rands, it is still very far off from where it was trading at. Now, what happened? Why was the shares of Renergen, or why did the shares of Renergen finish the day up 37%? It was simply because Renergen announced the first helium sale on Friday, which is something that is very good, or it was good to see helium starting with sales. I mean, I remember I read an article saying that Renergen, it's a company that, of course, has had investors or the shareholders, those that own Renergen, because they've not been performing well. They've been performing worse than what they said they would, which was something that was not good at all. I mean, the CEO and founder of Protea Capital Management came and said quite a mouthful about Renergen, saying that if there was an opportunity to short the stock, he would short the stock because they are not performing like what they said they would, especially coming from someone or a CEO who predicted the fall of Steinhoff and African Bank. Him coming also predicting a fall off on Renergen, it was not good, which obviously the first sale of helium, which Renergen announced on Friday, it really revived the stock, because before then the stock price was just over 4 rands per share, which is something that, of course, it was not good to see. Last time I spoke or I talked about Renergen on this channel, I think it was trading just over 14 rands per share, and already investors were panicking, or those that hold Renergen were panicking, which is why I decided to do a video about Renergen. And now seeing Renergen at some point in time on Thursday trading at just over 4 rands per share, it was a sad story. It was something that was not good, and I saw that, of course, the investors or those that own Renergen were very excited about the announcement that Renergen made, which led into them finishing or ending the day up over 30% or almost 40%, which is something that was great and amazing to those that owned Renergen. I think Renergen also putting in some extra work. It comes after, obviously, we've been seeing them being beaten down, analysts not liking Renergen, and this made them to, of course, pull up their socks and really put in the work, which led into them making the first sale of helium by this Friday. So yeah, man, just thought I'd come and give you these quick updates about Renergen. Please do comment on the comment section below if you own Renergen. How has your journey been with Renergen? And if not, are you planning to buy Renergen in the future? What are your plans? Or you are planning to, if you own Renergen, do you plan on holding, or because now it went up by almost 40%, you plan on trimming down your holdings? What are your plans? Me, I cannot give you an advice of what you need to do with Renergen, but personally, I don't own Renergen, and honestly, I'm just on the sidelines watching what happens next. But if things improve or if things continue getting better on Renergen, I'm going to be one of the people that jump in on the company. For now, I'm still on the sidelines watching. I'll be monitoring their financial results or their earnings, because that will be the main thing that determines if whether they are on track or they are going to do very well or not. But for now, yes, they made a sale of helium, which is always very good, which is always so good to see, obviously, a company report this good news that leads into the share price of Renergen up 37%. Otherwise, with all that, like I said, like this video, subscribe. That's if you've not subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that at least you get to be notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. I make tons and tons of videos on this channel, being it stock market videos or anything that has to do with our South African affairs, right? Because I think it's important that you know what's happening in our economy, you understand what's happening in the country, because as someone who is an investor, you do know that investments or investing into the stock market or South African companies, also what happens in our economy, in our government, do play a role or can make or break the stock market, which is why we saw that after the elections last year, what we saw is that the market in South Africa went crazy and they were just going up, surging. Companies were creating or going to hit all-time highs, which was so good and amazing to see that, and all came in the name of the outcomes of the election or national election that took place last year. So, of course, affairs, politics, uh, they do play a huge role into the markets. There are things that can happen that can hurt our markets, and this is always important that you know about those as well, which is why I'm spending also a lot of time also posting about that, so that you know what is happening in South Africa when it comes to trade, when it comes to politics, because these are also important, right? So just thought I'd give you this quick update. Don't forget to like, subscribe, like I said, and hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one, and God bless you all.